Alors.
Hello my dears, Hero here with a classic type of YouTube video, a how-to. Today I will be teaching you how to play Alors, Danse by Belgian rapper, musician Stromae. The song released back in, I have to check the wiki, around 2010. This song became pretty big. It had a remix at one point featuring Kanye West on it.
Alors.
Flashing lights and stress of light. It's way too much to handle in one night. Live this life like it's no tomorrow. Wake up appears with a Russian model. Throw your hands in the sky if anybody got $5 in their pocket right now. I call this club Titanic. Why? Cause it's going down.
And was a pretty popular dance club song worldwide. But I think what's skyrocketed the popularity of this song even more is, of course, TikTok. Alors, Danse is a very popular little sound on TikTok, and it might be what's bringing you here. So today, I'm going to teach you how to play Alors, Danse on the marimba. And if you're playing this on piano or whatever other type of mallet percussion, it's the same notes. This is going to be in the correct key signature here today. And we're going to talk a little bit about rhythms. And if you are a marimba player specifically, I will teach you a new little method I have come up with that I've devised to basically improve how I learn parts of songs that I want to learn. I'll show you what I mean by that. The marimba here, you'll see I have some sticky notes laid out all over it. If I had a different color sticky note, I only have two going here. If I had an orange or a yellow kind, I would switch out the ones on the left here. And that's purely because this is a different part from these parts. I use the different colors here to help keep me organized, basically. I've divvied up the parts of the song so it makes sense in my brain which notes I'm hitting. Now, this method, if you are religious, superstitious, or even a little stitious, you may not want to use this method here because of some numbers you don't like may pop up. But the reason the 6s and the 3s here repeat is because that's how I'm remembering how many times to hit the notes as I'm doing this run. So the rest is counting from there. You'll notice that it goes 1, 2, 3, ignore this side for now, and then 4, 5, 6. And so together that sounds like 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Using this method, I was able to, I feel like, more quickly get a grasp of what notes I'm supposed to be hitting when. It's easier for me to learn longer stretches of songs by first segmenting it, so that's why I like employing the different colored sticky notes here. Something loud is outside. Is it someone's lawnmower? No, just a plane. We'll let the plane fly overhead. Gosh. I would recommend using this sticky note method if you are trying to learn a more complicated run of a song a little more quickly, and it's just really hard for you to visualize that. This is a good way to visualize the notes. Or even better, if you are trying to record a song for a one-time thing and don't want to really work on the memory, just want to hit the rhythms and get the recording in, you could totally cheat sheet yourself. No one says you can't cheat, right? If I see all the notes I have to do, that allows me to put more brain power into executing. So I like this for recording purposes. Excuse the plane flying overhead. once America chills out overhead, we'll go ahead and that was a great segue because I am using the sticky notes here to get a good recording of this cover of Alors, Danse, which may or may not be featured in my next video. But there's so much noise outside, Jesus. This is nuts. There's trains, planes, and everything in between happening outside. I live in like one of the most sound polluted areas ever. Great place to start my YouTube career. Anywho, so imagining the sticky notes aren't here translating these numbers to letters, you'll probably notice a lot of these flats that we're going to be hitting, and those make up, as you can probably guess, an A flat major scale. So yeah, that is the key that Alors, Danse is in, and then the notes you hit to actually play the song are A flat, D flat, and then A flat 1 octave higher, and you hit that 3 times, as you see. And then, as I said, the next part is the timing of it, and that's like this. 1 and 2 and 3. Then you got your next couple of notes. That's going to be E. And in this case, since it's on the A flat major scale, that's really an F flat. And that's why this particular note, this sounds very major scale. And this adds like a minor twist. Same deal here. This is technically just an A natural, where normally on the scale you'd be playing here. So you got E natural, A natural, and then you end back on the scale with your classic E flat, and you hit that 3 times. And that's going to be, you're repeating the rhythm from the top part, so that's nice for you. Hit this note, hold it for a bit, and then the next 2 strikes are pretty even. Feel that little pause? That's the half rest. So when you put it all together, it should sound like this. Now, something I make the mistake of making is hitting these notes a little too, with not enough bounce, basically. Yeah, even there. You gotta really keep those notes light and bouncy. And also, I would be careful not to hit the 1 here too hard. It can be easy to kind of not only build up speed and speed up too fast playing songs like this, it's also easy to get progressively louder and louder, and that will often happen here. You'll like strike back in to really start the phrase over, because subconsciously in your mind, right, you want to, you're looping how you learned it, but you don't want to start heavy every time. You got to keep everything steady in volume as well. Now this is the part where I'm going to be recording to send to my friend to mix it for my next secret project. You guys will just get to see the best of from that. I'm just going to go ahead and continue with this recording in general and send him just this part. I'm going to be playing along to the song now.
que c'est fini, car pire que ça, ce serait la mort. Quand tu crois enfin que tu t'en sors, quand il y en a plus.
And then the saxophone part is E5 times, G flat, then E flat, and D flat.
Alors on chante. Et puis seulement quand c'est fini, encore.
The saxophone part is a little, I'm less practiced on, so I'm going to try it here again for you. Any questions? To review, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, actually, you could consider 3.5, because we're gonna do 1, 2 again, and then go to 4. So that's... There should be a second 3 here. So... And then we repeat. And then instead of 3, we hit 4. And on the way up, you can add this little fill if you want to be fancy. But you don't have to be fancy. Here it is without the fill. So maybe try that first, and then add in the fill. All right, that should do it. Actually, I lied. We're going to play it one more time. This time with the little mics attached to my mallets here. In my first video where I get this marimba, I did a little experiment to see what it sounded like playing the marimba with the headphones on, or the microphones on here. It sounds like what you'd expect, but my friend Maeve, who I love very much, expressed she really liked that part, and I kind of like it too. So for people who are into weird microphone stuff, here's the same thing I just did, but now coming out of the mics on these mallets. That'll be all for me today, everyone. Hope this video helped you if you're also trying to learn this and or other songs on the marimba. See you later. Mwah.